So, thanks to the July Pokémon Presents show, we've just been treated to lots of new information, new footage for Pokémon Legends ZA. There's lots to unpack, including the fact that I genuinely think this game is looking better and better each time we see it. I think now I'm completely sold on it and I can't wait to jump in this October. So finishing up the Pokémon Presents was a brand new trailer for the game, as well as an info dump of sorts that let us in on a few new characters and scenarios that we'll be coming up against in the game. I think more than any previous footage has before, this new trailer showed off some of the game's more unique environments and its overall aesthetic, and I'm really pleased that it appears that in a similar way to Legends Arceus, Legends ZA does seem to have its own visual identity. It's not quite as immediately noticeable as Legends Arceus' art style was. That was a sort of in-your-face different to the mainline games, if you know what I mean. But I do think ZA definitely stands out from the crowd too, particularly when you see some of these new indoor shots. Some of these scenes look quite moody, quite cool, and definitely not as bland as some areas in recent Pokemon games have been. Also, and I'm really glad to see this because I wasn't completely sold on the look of the main characters this time around, but the character customization options just look like they're completely off the charts here. You can change your character's outfit, hairstyle, basically the whole look by the looks of it, which is a really welcome change from how the situation was in Scarlet and Violet. And obviously we can't see everything yet, but the variety of designs on show just from this trailer already look like potentially more than we've ever really seen before. It looks like you can really be quite creative here and get a unique look. Plus, you can give your Furfrou a makeover as well, so what's not to love? A quick mention for this as well before I dive into the new exciting story elements that were discussed, but it's also been revealed that there's a photo mode, as is becoming the norm these days, so we'll be able to look all cool in the new outfits and then take a load of photos for social media in the process. Lovely. So, as well as being treated to a peek at some new environments and battle footage, we were also told a little more about the game's story and some of the characters we'll be meeting along the way. As the player character, you'll be joining up with Team MZ, a small organisation of sorts that aims to protect Lumiose City, this future version of Lumiose City that we're exploring in this new game. We get our first look at new characters like Naveen and Leader, and again, I think their little hideaway room looks really nice, the character designs are strong again, and the premise of being part of a group and having other characters to interact with definitely sounds more interesting than just roaming the streets on our own, which until this new information came out in the Pokémon Presents show, that was sort of what I thought you'd be doing, just occasionally bumping into your main friend, the rival, but mostly just going about your business on your own. There were more new characters introduced too, including Corbeau, I think it was pronounced, a powerful trainer who's the boss of an organisation called the Rust Syndicate. You'll meet Corbeau in the ZA Royale battle system. Again, really cool design. The trailer made it out like these were definitely bad guys of some sort, or at least they'll cause you a bit of trouble. And I'm very sold on the moody emo vibes being given off here as well. Then there was Emma, a detective who essentially gives you side quests to tackle by the looks of it. Again, I'm glad to see that there's more to do than we knew about already, and assuming these detective-based tasks are optional extras, I'm really glad that they're there. I'm hoping they might be a good way to break up any potential repetitiveness from the day-night back and forth gameplay that we've already seen. And then there was Mabel, a director of the research lab who's basically there to reward you for catching Pokemon. Again, it seems like a nice little way to make the process of filling out your Pokédex feel just a bit more meaningful. So I'm glad that they've revealed details like this now, giving us a better sense of how much there will actually be to do, rather than leaving us worrying that outside of the main battles and catching Pokemon, that maybe the world will feel quite empty. I think this new trailer has convinced me that hopefully won't be the case. I think more than anything, all the new information from the Pokémon Presents has filled me with more confidence that there's definitely going to be a substantial game here, and that it'll, just like Arceus, have its own unique identity, which is probably my favourite thing about Legends Arceus. Of course, I can't possibly leave out the fact that Mega Dragonite was revealed, A very welcome fan favourite choice, I would imagine. I thought I'd have a quick look online just before filming this to see what the reaction to Dragonite was like, and it was basically hundreds of people just screaming out of pure joy, so I think it's gone down pretty well. It looks like Mega Dragonite has Dragonair-like features with wings on its head, a pearl on its tail, which is cool. It can apparently also fly faster and further than ever before, just for any Pokédex info nerds who might be watching. Yes, that includes me. And that reminds me, we were also told about Rogue Mega Evolution, a phenomenon where wild Pokemon are mega evolving by themselves and can't contain their own strength, which is obviously dangerous for the people living in the city. It looks like this might be a cool additional way to jump into battles, which still looks super interesting, moving around in real time and having to time your attacks and calling back your Pokemon all at the right time. It definitely seems like these battles won't be like anything we've experienced in a Pokemon game before. So yeah, I mean, let's face it, I was always going to buy the game anyway, but I think it's now, with this trailer, with this footage, that it's finally completely clicked for me and I'm really definitely sold. October 16th can't come soon enough. But what did you think? Do you agree with me that ZA looks set to have its own identity and potentially be as strong as Legends Arceus was? Or are you maybe just still not sold on it yet? Leave me a comment below letting me know your thoughts. Please consider subscribing for more Pokemon discussions just like this one. Stay tuned for more videos talking about this Pokemon Presents that we've just seen because I have thoughts. And that's about it. Make sure to check out my latest video if you haven't already, where I foolishly try to predict the future of Pokemon on Switch 2. It's full of some sane predictions, as well as some crazy hopes and fears of what I really hope doesn't happen in the future. Enjoy that, and thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next one.